Boggabri singer-songwriter Sam Snape was raised on Brooks and Dunn, Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson, so his country roots definitely run deep. Music has been a part of his story since childhood, from playing his grandparents' old piano and listening to his mum and stepfather's cassette tapes on the road between Boggabri and Malala, to his mum recording home videos singing along to 19's country. Sam's recently released debut album entitled Good Things, which features a bunch of really great songs that were written and recorded during a journey that began back in January of 2024 after Sam's appearance on Australian Idol. And I played the title track from it just a minute ago to give you an idea of just how amazing the album actually is. As it happens, I happen to have Sam standing by on the phone waiting to have a chat with me, so let's bring him on air without any further delay. Hello, Sam. How are you today?
I'm going really well, thanks. How are you going, Harry?
Yeah, I'm good. Welcome to the Country Club.
Really good. Thanks very much for having me.
Oh, you're great. It's great to have you on the show. So, yeah, terrific stuff. Now, first up, tell us the story behind the song Good Things. Did you write that yourself, or was it a co-write?
No, I completely, wrote it all myself. Good Things there. It was since long before I even started writing music. I always had this bit of a melody in my head and the chord progressions, and I used to play it over and over again. I could never think of the words. Anyway, it was sort of, I don't know, it could have been over 4 or 5 years, this song, like the writing of this sort of song. Anyway, it sort of all come about there. I wanted to write a song about sort of how I met my wife and whatnot, and it took us a little bit to have kids there at the start, and it was sort of, I just kept telling myself, good things come to those who wait and whatever. Anyway, we finally had the kids, and everything sort of fell into place, and that was sort of, it was when the song finished, and it was just, the start, pretty much the start of our journey, I believe, my wife and my kids and, all that sort of stuff. That's my really good thing. So I wanted to just, write a song about that.
Amazing. It's a great song. It really is.
No, thank you.
Now, let's talk about the album, because Good Things, is, as I said earlier, is the title track off the album. So how did that actually all come together?
Yeah, so as you said there, I heard in that little introduction there, it was all there at the start of last year. I happened to get a bit of a go on the Australian Idol thing, which was bloody awesome. I had a ball there. I wasn't there for long, but I mean, I got there and I got to be on TV. And I had one of my cousins, Anthony Snape. He's an incredible artist, songwriter, whatnot, and he reached out to me. He said, you're going to be on TV, you need to have some of your own music and stuff. And I always wanted to have my own stuff, and I just never knew the gateway to be able to get to, having my own music out there so everyone can hear it. Anyway, so he really helped me and sort of showed me a few different people, like introduced me a few different people and whatnot. One was Michael Carpenter, the producer who's produced all the music. And it's sort of, Anthony gave me a real hand. And we wrote My Country song. So it was a co-write with Anthony there to start with. That's track 1 there on the album. And it was just, I believe, just like it was an introduction song for me, like into the songwriting world sort of thing, and it tells you all the things that I loved and the things I love to do, and just my favourite thing is when the crowd sings along, and that was the whole slogan. It's just sort of stuck the whole way through. That's just my slogan, I call it, when the crowd sings along. But that's what I love it, when the crowd sings along. But so it sort of just all started from there, and then it just I went to go on to write another song, and throughout the whole album, Anthony helped me here and there. There was a few songs I've done by myself, and I got to do one song there with Duncan Toombs as well at the start of this year. I did the Academy in Country Music there in Tamworth, and part of that we all get to do a professional songwrite there with whoever they've got. Anyway, mine was good enough to be with Duncan Toombs, which is awesome. So he helped me write Shine, which is I had the idea and most of it written, but he just helped me finish it off. And it was just so many good things. I look back at the album now, and it really just tells my story, like in the order. They're all written, they're all played on the album in the order that they were written, and it's just exactly my life for the last nearly 2 years, sort of thing. And just it's all as true as it gets, and it just describes me on the farm and things that I experienced and all that sort of stuff. It's just I love it. I love looking back at it now. It's great.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, now that the album's finished and packaged and out there, available to the public, looking back on it, is there anything about it that you would have done any differently?
Oh, good question. Yeah, I don't really think so. I think it was just, there's all a lot of it. There was a lot of learning there for me. Like I learnt so much doing it, and I'm so excited and keen as to do the next, like to get the next lot of songs happening again now. Which is that it's just looking back at it, I feel it's just I don't think I'd do anything differently. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and it all just happened the way it did. It was I couldn't have asked for much more.
Okay, all right. So basically, you're pretty happy with it then.
Yeah, no, I'm real happy. Yeah,
oh, that's good.
I thought it's just not a big album. It's just like 8 tracks there. It's just and it was just enough. I don't think there had to be any more like sort of written about with all that with that album. So I feel like that was and I'm happy. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, that's it's nice to know you put all that effort in and you're happy with the result. So yeah, that's a good thing.
Definitely.
It's a good place to be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So tell us, who do you class as your main influences as a musician and as a songwriter?
Yeah, well, definitely. Like I said, Anthony. Like he is a definite big influence for me. Also as a cousin, but he's great to actually someone that I can really reach out. I believe every artist, everyone that sings, like doesn't matter who they are, had to have someone to sort of half mentor or show them the ropes or something. I don't think it just happens to. There's got to be someone there. So I believe Anthony might have been, or he's that someone for me that's really helped get the ball rolling and that. But as in, like other songwriters and stuff, definitely, like you said before, I love all that old '90s music stuff. Garth Brooks and Dunn and Alan Jackson, how you said there before, and like as for a few Australian country artists, like I really love James Johnson's stuff. Like he's awesome, and Jack and George, and I love his vibe. I love that's the sort of vibe that I really want to work towards and push, like that high energy sort of stuff. I reckon that's great, and so I suppose all the I love all that sort of Australian country music. Like the Wolf Brothers and all that sort of like
Lee Kernaghan.
I was going to say Lee Kernaghan, of course. Yeah, like it's just Troy Casadale, all that sort of stuff. It's just I love all that. I class all them as influences, I reckon.
It just so happens I got tracks from all of those people in my playlist today.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And I've already played Troy Casadale, and I've got Lee Kernaghan listed for later, and as well as others. The Wolf Brothers, I played them earlier, so it seems like you and I are pretty much on the same page with that.
Yeah, exactly.
So good thing.
That's good, but.
Yeah, terrific. Yeah, terrific stuff. I love that. Yeah, great. You've got a great list of great influences. I'm a big fan of Alan Jackson and Dwight Yoakam and people like that. So yeah. Yep. From Australian artists, big on Australian artists. Travis Collins and all of those people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Travis.
Great stuff. And a guy from Brisbane, Will Day, I absolutely love his stuff. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Will Day, yeah. No, I don't know if I haven't heard of Will Day, no. I don't have a,
Check him out, because he's in that vein, that sort of country rock sort of vein, which I really, really like. That really appeals to me. I think country and rock is a marriage made in heaven, that's my opinion.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, the old rock and country, that's the radio station. Yeah, local to us plays a lot of rock and country music, so it's great.
Ah, good. Oh, well, you should tune into my program. It's all full of that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, you sound like, I'm keen to listen to yours now, for sure.
Yeah, and we do live stream from our website, pvfm.org.au.
Yep.
Nice. Thought I'd throw that in.
I'll have to get it going here now. We're actually just currently building some silos at the moment. We're sort of halfway through harvest. We had a bit of rain and whatnot, so here on the farm, and then we're actually putting silos together. So it's a bit of a late. Probably should have had them already done before harvest, but anyhow, so we might be able to get your radio station happening here on the Bluetooth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow, that'd be the go.
Yeah, that absolutely sounds like a plan. We're getting a lot of rain down here too the last week or so. But it's Melbourne, so we're used to rain. But it's interesting to know that you're getting a bit up there. Is any chance of flooding or anything like that?
No, not really. No, it's sort of. We're still fairly. Yeah, it's pretty hot here at the moment. And,
is it? Okay.
Yeah, and it got fairly dry there just before harvest. But as soon as you get the header out of the shed, it decides to want to come along and put a bit of rain about just to keep us on our toes. But no, it's not going to. We won't be getting floods anytime soon, not unless we get bloody 3 or 4 inches in one hit or something. But anyway, I can't see that happening yet.
Yeah, oh, that's good to know. When you sit down, you want to relax, have a beer, whatever, at home, and you want to listen to some music. Who do you tend to listen to?
Oh, that is a good question. Probably all them people I just told you. I like to, and then like I've been listening to a bit of like Max Jackson. Like I like her stuff.
Oh, she's great.
Just all them, yeah. Who else? Like there's a bloke I met up in Brisbane. I played up there. Tom Mack. I don't know if you've ever had an interview with Tom Mack. I've actually been listening to a bit of his stuff. I've been doing a few gigs up there. I've scored a few gigs at the Chattahoochees there, right in Fortitude Valley. So that's a big eye opener for me. I'm from a little town here in Bogabri. It's only 800 people here, sort of thing, and I often play at the pub in there and whatnot. I play locally in weddings and whatnot, but
sure,
we might get 40 or 50 or 60 people there or something on a Friday or Saturday night or whatever. A few, I've just all, and I know every single one of them. And you go up there to Brisbane and play there in Fortitude Valley, and there's like 1,000 people come through the door there on one night. You think, holy, wow. You don't know anyone. Like it's just chaos. But yeah, no. But I met him up there. So Tom Mack, he's got some pretty cool stuff. But I like to just listen to people I sort of class, in my sort of, I don't know, is it league or maybe a little bit better than me. But I mean, they're sort of, like people that I know that I'm not far off, maybe hopefully following in their footsteps, sort of thing. So just to see where I'm at, touch base. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds to me like you're on the right tram, Sam.
No, thanks.
I've had to listen to the album, and it's good work. It really is. So.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're heading in the right direction, I reckon. Anyway. And speaking heading in the right direction, are you going to be off to Tamworth in January? Yeah,
yes, I'll be over there. Got a couple of gigs sorted there now, hopefully, and but yeah, I'll be definitely over there. I'm gonna, I'll probably even have most of the time over there. I've got a house and that organised over there. Got some relations and that live there, which is lucky. So but I'm I'll be definitely heading over there, which will be good.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's hard to find accommodation.
No, it's a stocking place for accommodation. Yeah,
and when you can find it costs the earth. You got to take out a mortgage.
They take advantage of everyone that wants to go to it, bloody oath.
Yeah, you got to sell one of your livers, or kidneys,
Yeah, bloody oath. Anyway, but no, I'll be definitely going over there. And
that's
January,
good.
Which would be good. I think I've got a gig there up on the fan zone stage there on one of the days. I think it might be the Monday, the first Monday of the festival, which would be cool. So
cool.
I'm gonna try and I've got a bit of a band sort of happening. I'm going to see if I can try and get the band up there on the fan zone stage as well. It should be fun. But
that sounds all right. Yeah. Have you been there? Have you been there before?
Yeah, the last couple of years I've played little bits and pieces. I slowly feel like I'm getting further and further into it. So every year I go over, I sort of tend to pick up a bit more work and whatnot, and starting to know more people there. I know it's not far away from where I live here, but it's still not what you know till you know, really, when you get to Tamworth.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there. Now, so you've been playing a bit. So what's been your most memorable experience so far as a performer?
It's only the other weekend when I had the my album launch party here in Bogabri.
Okay.
That was probably nearly by far all. I mean, I've had quite a few memorable experiences, but that was definitely a great one to know. Here in the little town in Bogabri, put the party on. I sold over 400 tickets there.
Oh wow!
For the night, and then we raised, I think it was $10,650. It was for the Westpac helicopter. So really happy with that. Organised like a big charity auction there and whatnot. And but everyone just showed up, and I had the band up on stage. Actually, the big stage. The big stage there, we have a festival, like a bit of a, they call it the Drovers Campfire here in Bogabri. It happens every year, and it's just like all the caravanners come from, they've had up to 450 bands or something show up one year. It's pretty big thing for the area. And they put on music and stuff. And I remember when I very first started actually singing and performing or whatever in front of people about 6-7 years ago, I got up on the stage there at the Drovers Campfire. And anyway, the old stage, it's an old 40-foot shipping container, and we actually built it. So my in-laws are all part of the the Drovers Campfire, like this event that happened. So I got roped into doing things over there and helping out. Anyway, I actually helped build the old stage, and I remember thinking, one day I might have my own show on this stage. Anyway, it turned out there the other weekend we used that same stage.
Okay.
And it was launched my debut album there off that stage, off the old 40-foot shipping container. Anyway, just having the whole mosh pit, I suppose you could call it, just chock-a-block full, like 300 or 400 people there. It was just absolutely such an incredible experience. I think they were all there, helping me launch the album and listening to my music, and it was great. So that was probably one of my most memorable experiences, I reckon, with the music. And it's only just happened, so I just can't wait to see what else is going to happen.
It can only get better.
Yeah, it can only get better. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I feel like it's going to keep getting better, but a few things, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's excellent. Good stuff. It's I mean, I've heard of Sam Snape, but only a short time ago. So,
right.
As far as I'm concerned, you're new to the market. So
yep.
I'm going to keep my eye on you. To track your progress, and hopefully we'll have more opportunities like this to have a chat on the radio.
Definitely, yeah.
If you bring out more material.
Yep.
Now, I know that this album is like fresh off the presses, and it's only just come out. But are there any plans for another album sometime in the future?
Yeah, definitely. Yep,
Okay.
100%. So yeah, I'll I'm hoping. Yeah. So the next album, I've got ideas and stuff there. I've sort of started a few songs and whatnot. I've just got some ideas, and like I said, this first album, there was a lot of things that I nutted out and I learnt so much. But I feel like this next lot of songs and album that's going to come out, I want to just nail it. I'm going to nail everything if I can. It's just it's probably not as like maybe there'll be a few single releases next year, I believe. And then the following year, I reckon that'll be probably when another album or something like that might drop. But it's that's sort of it. That's in this current situation. But I'll get this year out of the way. I got a few other little things sort of coming up towards the end of the year and that, and we've got Christmas and everything, and then I'll buckle down and start I reckon releasing a few more singles again, like I said, next year, and hopefully see an album again maybe the following year or something like that. But But anyway, but no, definitely. I love the process. It's just such a great process, like coming up with the songs and the music and the melodies and all that and the writing, and then actually putting it to Michael. I love what Michael does, and I feel like him and I are really on the same page there, like with a lot of stuff. Like putting it to him, and then he comes back with you, with this absolutely unreal track, and it's such a good process. And then hear it on the radio, and anyway, it's all good. But
Michael, Michael is a very talented man, and I got a lot of his material. Michael, and the Banks brothers and all that. So, it's good stuff. It really is. And you're hanging out with a good crowd. There's no doubt about it. So,
and I'm pretty lucky, I feel. It's good. So.
All right, look, we're out of time, Sam. We've got to sign off. So I thank you so much for taking the time to have this chat with me on your Sunday Arvo. And,
that's all right. No, thanks so much for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. All about supporting good Aussie talent, and you tick that box nicely. So,
thanks,
and I look forward to doing it again with you sometime in the future.
Sounds good.
In the meantime, all the best to you. If I don't talk to you before, have a great time at Tamworth. Have a great Christmas, and all the best to you and your family and everyone you care about.
Thank you so much. Same to you. Thanks, Harry. Yeah, all the best to you, and Christmas and New Year and everything. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, we'll talk to you again soon, Sam. Take it easy.
Hey, good on you. Thanks, mate. Catch you later.
Cheers for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.